Hey everyone, if you've been looking at this page recently, you'll see that I've been talking about memorizing poetry. And where does that come from? It comes from the fact that I am a poet and I have performed my poetry extensively throughout the North Carolina, which is where I'm based, Charlotte, North Carolina, but throughout the Carolinas and occasionally up in the Northeast. But I always perform my poetry from memory, and only in a very rare circumstance, and I manipulated the environment in order to adjust to it. And I was asked to write a poem for an event, so it came up, accordingly and whatever. But the point is I am a poet. I am a self-published poet. I write in a manner that defies modern expectations because my poems range all human emotions and experiences. They're in no way, shape, or form really about me and my life almost ever. It has technically occurred, but for the most part, I tell stories, and I like to rhyme. Not just always A, B, A, B, A, B, but just internal rhyme, intricate rhyme. Form is something that I also play a lot around with. So the memorization, that's kind of the subject right now, at least in the last few days, but it's a very demanding task. So I'm going to keep talking about poetry, and I also am in the process of re-recording my own work as audiobooks. And even though it's going to be an audiobook and no one's going to sit here and know, I am going to recite the poems for the audiobook from memory because that's just the way I deliver it. And it is obviously much easier to memorize my own work than it is the work of another. But that being said, learning the works of others was how I got started. And someone asked me once, do you have all your poems memorized? And I'm like, absolutely not. So maybe that's another task. So in the interim of reciting the poems of the masters, which is its own energy, I will probably go ahead and start to add my own works into the mix, and we'll see what happens. Happy November 1st.